Dear members of Exeter Golf and Country Club and our guests, welcome to the official launch of our new 2016 golf course. And I'm delighted by the huge turnout of members, guests, and business partners, and I'm sure the free Prosecco and cream teas had absolutely nothing to do with it. A very warm welcome to our special guests, the Exeter Chiefs, and as an avid supporter, I'm delighted to have witnessed that your rugby is far superior to your golf. But all serious, thank you very much indeed for coming, guys. Much appreciated. I'm
going to take my other glasses off.
Can't read with the glasses on, unlike most people. Well, this is a very special day for me, as it marks the end of quite a journey we've been on over the past few years. This has involved a lot of work by a lot of people, a few dark moments, even a few sleepless nights. But there have been quite a few laughs too, and of course, a very happy ending. Although most of you are aware, residential development around the golf course has been expected for a very long time. However, our journey started in earnest about 5 years ago when we discovered that the housing which was planned adjacent to our 9th, 10th and 18th holes could pose serious health and safety problems due to the proximity of the houses to our boundary. It later transpired that the only sensible thing to do was to reconfigure the golf course to make it safer for play, and I'm delighted that we eventually managed to convince the developers that investment into our scheme was beneficial to them as well as us. I must admit that I used to say it in a slightly different way, but I think most of you are aware that the alterations to the golf course have not cost the club anything in financial terms, and it's generally accepted that the new layout of the course is even better than before, so quite a result. There was, of course, some disruption to our golf members while the alterations were being carried out, and I'd like to thank all of you for putting up with this over the last year or so, but I think the general consensus was that it was worth it. I obviously have a few people I would like to single out for special thanks, but this day has been arranged with all of you in mind, so we can celebrate the success of our new golf course and raise a glass or two as well. I'd like to start with Jeff Bush, my predecessor as chairman, and thank him for his support and mentoring since I took over for him in 2012. And our regular meetings have boosted my flagging confidence at a few difficult times. Jeff, where are you? Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. But thank you very much and for all your time and your friendship. Every successful project relies heavily on the ability of its professional advisors, and we are very fortunate to have had such a great team. Jones Lang LaSalle were our planning professionals, and our longest serving member is Catherine Badley. I'm not sure she's here today, is she? Catherine, no. Well, it's a shame because she's seen the whole process through from start to finish. And whilst we've ended up with a new golf course, Kat got married, had a baby, been on maternity leave, returned to work, is now imminently expecting number 2. Which just goes to show how long this has taken to get this far. We're also fortunate to have Mitchell solicitors acting for us, and special thanks to Emma Honey and David Howe for keeping us on the straight and narrow during our negotiations with the developers. We also had a large number of other helpers from outside the club, all of whom have provided a first-class service, and thanks to all of those who are here today. Thank you. We also had an amazing golf architect, Tom McKenzie. Sadly, Tom's on holiday, so can't be here today. But the contractors, First Golf, were also amazing, as they miraculously transformed Tom's design for the new holes into a reality. and watching Marcus and Mike handle their JCBs like surgical instruments was truly astonishing. I'm sorry they're not here either today. There are a number of representatives from Exeter City Council here, and I'd like to thank them for their support throughout the planning process for the new course. I think that's my phone going. It's beating me up Scotty time, I think. But I know both the councillors and officers have always been aware that Exeter Golf and Country Club is a wonderful and unique facility for all the residents of Exeter to enjoy. I've also had a tremendous amount of support and help from a huge number of people involved here at the club. My Vice Chairman Paul Dukes, all the other directors, and past presidents Hilary Weatherly and Liz Turner in particular, who had to contend with all this upheaval during their years of office. John Fairman and Jackie Follett, last year's golf captains, obviously had to cope with some of the disruption, and of course this year's captains, Ian Black and Chris Lord. Thanks also to this year's president, Kevin Butler, particularly for standing in for me at the planning meeting for our new driving range. Thank you very much to you all. A number of the people I've just mentioned also sat on the project team for the new golf course, but I have to specifically mention the outstanding dynamic duo of John Parr and Darren Thorpe, who have put in a huge amount of time and effort, which has been far above and beyond the call of duty. John's team of greenkeepers have also been amazing, and well done to you all. Thank you also to our staff, past and present, and I'm going to mention the other dynamic duo, although half of them isn't here, Russell Main and Jenny, because they actually steadied the ship for me at the time of our management changes a couple of years ago, which enabled me to concentrate on the issues of the golf course. Chris Jones, our general manager, has been a great help to the success of this project since his arrival, and thanks also to Ben Martin, our golf manager. Well, I don't think I need to mention anyone else, or maybe I do, because there's one person who has been both the mastermind and backbone of this whole process, and my very close friend. And I think I'm looking in the right direction, even without my glasses. Charlie Kislingbrook. He's given me some very wise counsel and advice, and kept me going, particularly when the going got tough. Charlie, you're a legend. Thank you. Last but not least, thanks to my lovely wife Sue for putting up with me during the difficult times over the past few years. And thanks very much again to all of you who have attended this afternoon, members and guests, to mark the rebirth of Exeter Golf and Country Club. And in my opinion, we have overcome any doubts about where our golf course should be, and I believe our future at Weir Park has been secured for many years to come. Please enjoy the rest of your afternoon and all the other events that are planned for this week, leading up to the Summer Ball on Saturday night. And thanks again for coming.